All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Asobi Asobase, episode 10. Okay.
Last episode we had some very cringy stuff, but it was very Olivia focused, which led to a lot of more realizations about what her family dynamic is.
That's right.
And and some stuff about, learning English, and then,
Indeed.
who also in their little trio needs to kind of pick up certain things regarding that. And
Definitely. Which, by the way, on that, I realized that in the episode before last episode, where Hanako ends up getting convinced through miscommunication to, cut out the hearts of virgins in the name of God.
Right.
When Olivia asked somebody, "Oh, yeah, what do you think of this dress?" she asked her brother.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So
wow.
the seeds were planted, before then, continuity and everything of
that's cool.
Why did Olivia say that dress looked good, Well, there you go.
There you go.
Yeah,
it was but hopefully we'll shift necessarily not too much, but
away from
that guy. Yeah. Oh my god. It was painful. But y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. All right, everyone, now be sure to go check out the reaction portion of the video in the description below, then come back here for the discussion. What an episode.
All right. Yep.
All right.
Here we go.
All right. Yeah.
So by this point, I'm convinced that, whoever made this or the manga that it was based off or whatever, just tripping. Almost, they can't have been sober when they came up with this. There's just no way.
It's something else. We've got Fujiwara's little escapades with just inserting English
into every thing.
Well, right, but having it be, interspersed with Japanese that I assume is also kind of delivered poorly intentionally by the voice actress. But it's hilarious because it sets up one, kind of instance for our trio of girls to have these hijinks and stuff. But the fact that it then leads to a hallway kind of semi-romantic encounter with potential for a love triangle of sorts.
Right, that too. Yeah, I didn't even think about the love triangle angle.
Kasumi is almost in some ways getting a fanfic written just about her.
Yeah, that she's in. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, Kasumi, you don't need to have kinky sci-fi, fan movies, whatever. Yeah, you can just live your life.
Take notes from
and just
what's going on with you.
And stop stressing about it.
Right.
This is just nesty plunge. There you go.
There
right?
you go. Yep.
But
and this is the episode we got.
Yep.
I loved that because the previous one was more Olivia focused. This one is more Kasumi focused.
Yep.
And we got to see a little bit of specific escapades with her doing the film production stuff, which I thought was rather fun because it was just a different style of thing that they could do. But I do have a little bit of kind of that nostalgia surrounding the idea of
trying to make a movie,
trying to make basically a poor film production of sorts with
Star
limited
Wars knockoff,
little bits of knowledge and stuff. But it was always just a bad joke when you actually look at what was there, because there was no actual knowledge behind anything kind of in post-production or what have you. It would just be little bits of recorded video stitched together because it was recorded over older footage and stuff. So there's all kinds of dumb stuff like that. But it's hilarious that this is something that they're bringing up now. Aozora, though, has placed herself quite spectacularly into the midst of a new drama dynamic, though.
Indeed.
And it's hilarious that this is one where Aozora was seeming like to be somewhat set up as a bit of an antagonist.
Right.
Before,
you know, with like the super serious voice kind of a thing and all that. Yeah.
Right, but also like the, yes, now I have all their secrets and stuff as well.
That too.
And then in this case, no, like seems to genuinely like Kasumi. So,
yeah.
Okay.
And Kasumi doesn't know how to feel.
No.
You know? So she has to have anxiety dreams about, you know, Aozora flashing her.
I just love that little mini skit was called "The Heart Goes Boing Boing," like, you know, Doki Doki or some kind of equivalent like that, and it was just all like all of the above what was going on right now. Like everyone was just freaking out about what was this whole thing there,
and then
except for Aozora.
Right, and then of course, Honda, once she hears about the fact that Kasumi kissed somebody in the hallway, has to go full on, all right, witch hunt, you know.
Trial of shame.
Yep. Yeah.
The part where she like cackled, where Honda basically did the, you know, the witch cackle laugh. Oh my god. The amount of fun that the voice actresses have to have playing these characters is just unparalleled.
It's impressive.
It's so cool.
Like it goes past the realm of just utterly ridiculous and goes to the point of where it's like, all right, dude, way to go, good job.
Yeah, I love how much this ended up being a thing of where just Kasumi throughout the episode was just perturbed and was trying to figure out the best way to go about this. And since Kasumi is one that, generally speaking, isn't one to share a lot of what's going on inside her, this was kind of a cool change of pace to where she's not saying why, but she's like, no, I have to look up her skirt. Like I have to see. Yep. And yet her friends are so dumb in specific instances of what would be the tactical way to go about this. They end up going through all the convoluted ways of, peeking up someone's skirt and then end up face first. And I think it was Olivia that was face first in the skirt, or was it Hanako that was?
Oh man, I don't remember.
Face first. I'm gonna go grab it here.
But you know they're ride or die friends when it's just like I don't need.
Oh my god, it was Hanako that was face first in
Olivia's skirt. But when it's like you can't ask why, but I need to see underneath this girl's skirt. It's like, well, okay, how do we go about doing this? All right, clearly the best way to do it. No. I'm just glad that Kasumi didn't end up like breaking bones when they did the sharp turn with the trolley thing, because I thought for sure that it was going to be something where they're running super fast and pushing it super fast.
Yeah.
And then she just goes, woo!
What I assume happened is as they turned it, the wheels are facing a specific direction. They don't rotate with it. So when it turned, it suddenly skidded to a stop, and their feet hit the cart part. So they went over Kasumi.
Sure. Yeah.
And that was how the whole thing.
Right, because at the very least, as the thing turns before it like catches, you know, Kasumi would just turn with it. Right. So yeah.
So if anything, she might have slid off when it came to a stop, but
maybe,
since
but like
not.
Yeah, since she was lying down and wasn't able to like lose balance and like fall off or something.
And there's probably enough surface tension on the thing on the top.
Yeah.
That, she stayed on there. But I love
and didn't
how it
get
also
some crazy burn or something.
Right. But I also love how it turned into a wholesome moment for Aozora to be like, "Oh, are you sick? I'll take you the rest of the way." And she's like, "I think they're sicker than me." And I don't know if the translation is any different or something like that, but just the idea of like, no, they're the ones that are sick in the head, you know? Like, they're the ones.
All three of these girls are, like, in their own very unique ways.
Isn't that just the, like growing up, though? We all just get sick in the head in a specific way. And then,
we are all fools in love.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that's the episode.
That was basically the episode. There really isn't much to talk about. No. But man, okay. All right. And then, of course, now why... so the whole thing with the movie, right? Yeah, great. More power to you. It's your thing for the cultural festival or whatever, right?
Right.
But the fact that what was Kasumi's logic behind like, okay, now I have to sort of enact my fan fiction fantasies upon my friends.
You know what it is?
What?
She got inspired. she saw like one Star Trek episode, or, you know, a few. She maybe binged a whole bunch of it. And it's that thing where she's like, I've never seen something so imaginative and wonderful, because she's been in the realm of fan fiction and maybe consuming that stuff primarily.
Kirking planets.
That when she's like, yeah, that she then realizes, oh my gosh, there's so much more out there. And somehow she just got her hands on a video recorder.
Sure.
And, you know, this is set in the modern time and stuff. So this isn't like when we were kids, Jacob, where somehow you got your hands on video recorder, it was a cam recorder, you know, camcorder and stuff, and it had like no actual like functionality really at all.
I remember we would try and make little videos with like our cell phones, and cell phones are kind of new, and you had like 17 seconds of video that you could do, and that was it. And you couldn't like pause it or anything, so it was like do something and then really quickly like try and set up
Vines
the other thing
before they were cool.
God. And it was this tiny little probably like 144 by 144 pixel.
Yeah, it was really low quality. But I remember the only time that I did anything I would say serious with regards to any kind of a recording thing was
the lightsaber fight.
The lightsaber fight, I really got into the idea once I saw that people were doing this on YouTube of choreographing a lightsaber fight and then figuring out what would be necessary in order to put some kind of effects on it. But that's funny, because that was me wanting to be a YouTuber, you know, way back when. And if I had actually taken it seriously, there's a possibility that like me and my brother's like really cringy lightsaber duel or what have you would have been one of those like really cringy lightsaber duels that just randomly got a ton of views because it had lightsaber effects on it.
And then if it did, though, you know that on the Discord and everything, people would not let us hear the end of it.
Right. They would take 7-second clips out of it where there'd be any level of voice, like dialogue or anything like that, and just be like, what is this?
And see, because I wasn't one of the people in the actual fight, I would just be able to laugh. But
best part about it is when we wouldn't have someone to hold the video recorder thing, we'd have to find a spot to just set it down.
Like set it on a tree stump or something,
and walk out into frame or something. Oh my god.
But okay. Wow. But there were things about this episode that felt very meta with how it addressed certain topics, like the whole thing of the panty shot and whatnot. And it's like, okay, this is how it would look, and it's like, no. Even if you did somehow trip, right? There is no physical way that the person's head would get underneath the panties, right?
No,
like that. No, that doesn't happen. Like. Yeah. Even if it did happen, it wouldn't happen like that. So, and then of course, because this is an anime, it does happen like that with all the ridiculousness of like Olivia holding Honda up by her skirt. And, Yep.
I also love how they basically have shorts like underneath their skirts as well. Like they're like super protected in that regard. But,
definitely.
Y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. You can also talk with Jacob about the sci-fi novel that he wrote.
Yes, wrote a sci-fi novel, in case somehow you haven't heard by now. It's called Battle Lines, and it's on Amazon. The link's in the description.
Yes, if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.